Alright, let's check out the rest of this place. Okay. Now we look a little bit more like a, I don't know, space trooper versus just some bum. Go ahead and save in case my game crashes again.
Eyes up!
Nearby unit.
Everyone all right?
Let's clear the outside out first. Then we'll pop inside and see what's going on. We have to get through there. That's how we did it. Jump on the windows.
Okay, keep them quiet.
Guess there's nothing up here. She just teleported. Alright.
Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here?
Okay, since she said so. Alright, so I think up here is the miner camp. Let's go check out to north. So check out what's west of us. Probably run into some primals, I guess.
I'm ready for this. Not even a scratch.
Oh. Wasn't expecting it to turn auto. Oh, hello. Let's see if I whiff like I did last time.
Got him!
Not this time. Oh.
Let's go! Nice one! You pass that over! Can't get past that over! Who did it?
That's a nice touch. That's hilarious when they walk through the fire and they just light themselves up. Probably could do some modding on my weapons, since I haven't really looked at that yet, but I haven't seen any modding videos. Maybe we'll fast travel once we kind of clear out this little area next to us and see what we can upgrade. Shotgun's a little bit better than I expected it would be. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna walk over here and sneak up and shoot you in the face.
Incoming!
God, I'm so bad. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. should pay a little bit more attention to my health next time. Big fan of this plasma weapon. It has been hands down the best weapon I've picked up so far. Anything on the roof that might be worth checking out. There might be. Nope. Ah! Apparently it's really easy to break your legs in this game. Here for a quest. Is there some way we can get in from the top? Oh, nice. Would like to know how to get in there, but maybe it's a quest, so. Sell our junk. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be selling our ammo. So I wonder what the difference between the sawed-off shotgun and our other shotgun is. Maybe closer range, more damage.
It's Canada's choice. It's business choice.
Is this two-story? No, it's not. I think we've cleared that area out. They're just letting us know that there is a, let's fast travel back. See if there's any quests that we need to pick up. Probably didn't do a very good job of actually going through and talking to people. Just kind of ran through and...
Oh, I cut my own hair.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
So are yours, bud.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable. Go ahead.
Okay, so apparently the barber acts as the town's undertaker. That seems like 2 lines of work that would kind of fall in the same line. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Doesn't make any sense. I wonder how they arrived at that point. Okay, you're a barber, and now you're also the undertaker.
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Okay.
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
It's probably a good reason why people decide to leave this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call... Company... Nature is monster.
Doesn't have any quests for us. I don't know how she actually feels about stealing stuff. I wonder if I could send her out of the room and then close the door if they would notice me taking anything. But they probably would.
Wish we had some better rations.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
What?
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity. If this is a setup to a joke, you should know I've never found anything amusing in my life. I don't serve Edgewater. Edgewater and the entire region of Emerald Vale serve Spacer's Choice. Careful, stranger. Talk like that comes dangerously close to sedition.
I'm not too worried about it. I don't know if I really want to push the envelope.
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual? Shot you into space. You know, lying to a Spacer's Choice constable is a violation of company policy and punishable by a fine.
Oh my god, if you find me.
It is for Spacer's Choice. Unfortunately, the arrest of Mr. Wells falls outside my authority. I enforce the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, You are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
So I wonder if we've run into these people already.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
What else is around here?
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it, okay.
Oh. Well, I won't steal any more of your stuff, I guess. Looks like they're having all sorts of maintenance issues in the cannery. Nice little pad you got here.
If you're hungry, I could open up a can of something. Yeah, huh? My dad's... It's an office. Just my office.
Spear bomb.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here. If you need to go, I'll wait outside. I don't like coming out here.
Have you enjoyed writing
On the
this?
street stare.
Alright, enough messing around in here. Kinda curious to see like what is in that little box.
Sure,
Over there.
on my way. In a jiff.
Oh, it's the cannery. Oh, that's the guy we talked about earlier. Guy's hand caught in the machine.
Sorry.
Sure look busy over there. So it said something about any restricted items. Thing on vendors, I guess, when reach a certain level. She's ranked up. She's not very sturdy, so I don't know if that would really be useful. That could be useful. Yeah, her generating threats, not good. Sneaky might not be a bad option. Yeah, Boisterous is probably the perk that we do not want, because she can't seem to take a hit. She goes down 2 seconds. So I think her threat generation's fine. It doesn't need to be lowered. Might just need to give her a little bit more health. I don't know if we were going to really need her to give us engineering, since we've kind of spec'd into that. Let's give her health. That seems like it's going to be more useful. She can stay in the fight longer. Wait, okay, I was gonna say, I don't think we had more workers. I hate that so much. I feel like there's going to be a fight in here at some point. Yeah, there has to be some kind of battle or something that brings us back in here. Oh, there's the power regulator that we could steal and leave the planet. You know, if we do like an evil playthrough, maybe we'll do that. But these dead little creatures kind of give me a little warning that pulling it might not be the best idea before disengaging it. Might be funny just to watch once or twice.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
Don't get your hands stuck. Okay, so we've already been in here. Just open up all the doors.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
That's gonna kill you, bud.
You're safer inside the walls.
No. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Did we find that book? We may have.
Work fortifies the spirit.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my
I feel like
spirits.
there should
Hey
be more
there,
quests that
Mary.
we need to pick up.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
That's hilarious.
I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
I'll learn French. Yeah, let's piss him off with this.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
That might be useful.
Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Let's do this.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied? It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bokonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Most laypeople are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think? Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
At least we might get some laughs from him, because he seems pretty funny. It was not really the
Something
fact that
got
that's
you
in
down?
French is just so good.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl.
Oh boy.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
Oh, shut up. You have no
I won't
customers
touch
in
anything
here.
while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Go right ahead. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
Sure. Sounds like you're overcompensating, buddy.
Spacer's Choice is built on love, and like any real love, it is cold and tough when needs must. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work. Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded. Music to my ears.
So I wonder if we get a better price selling stuff here versus on the trader machines. Doesn't really look like it. Okay. At some point, we're probably going to need to start repairing our plasma rifle. Looks like it's actually taking a so is the damage tied to its condition or not? Interesting.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry.
Is this okay?
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
Nope, that's all a lie. That's not how that works.
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell. You've got Adrena time? How? No, I don't want to know. Could be you stole it. Could be you're trying to test me. See if I'm gonna violate company policy. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
So where they just sit there sick to die, I guess.
Waste of company ammo!
I guess these things are like little rodents.
What was that?
Time to collect a fine bounty!
Okay. Wow. Be free. Be free. Be free, little rats. Be free. Go out into the streets.
Something's not.
Take him down!
No! They just want to be free. They just want to be free. Oh no.
Company ammo!
That wasn't very nice. Okay then. I guess that kind of makes sense as to why they have a guard posted, because they don't want them to escape. And don't know how she feels about stealing stuff, so.
Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
Does it? Not really getting that based off of that house.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
No, I don't.
Hey, it's the visitor. Come back for another round?
Nope.
Numb to the bone thanks to Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew. It's an ale that's good for what ails you.
Yep. Alcohol's the answer, apparently. Hope it works out for you.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's Choice.
Nice.
Go ahead. The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like. Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
Oh.
Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship. You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
Would you keep your voice down? You're gonna get the whole cantina written up. The Hope's folklore, all right? 60, 70-year-old folklore by now. The board don't approve of spreading seditious rumors and falsehoods. You're inviting trouble talking that way, and I don't want a part of it. Look, either shut your gob or stick a drink in it. We're done talking about this.
What is around? Oh, nothing is here, so I guess we'll go downstairs then. So we didn't get any quests. I wonder if this guy gives us a quest.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer, brochures 1 through 5. Courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career
Okay,
Development.
that's how that happened.
Go ahead. What can I do for you? Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself... as the good... Where is... Ed...
Oh, so it seemed like there was a
What can I do for you?
conversation track that. Well, I guess we chose the wrong option.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
I guess we could turn in the medical supplies to the constable, but I don't know if that would be.
Something to report? Anthracillin, huh? That's an anti-Cleo product. I appreciate your vigilance on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I'll make sure this medicine goes to where it's most needed.
Crap.
You are, of course, entitled to a reward for assisting in the apprehension of any contraband. Your compensation and your receipt.
Oh, that's
Spacer's Choice wishes you a productive shift.
crap.
Medical treatment by Anti-Cleo's products is strictly prohibited. I distribute...
Oh no, I messed up. That was probably needed for the people. I did not realize that. Really tempted to reload this.
Wish we had some better rations.
Oh.
Nothing I can do about that.
Let's see where it'll. We'll just. This will be our one. Oops. I'm not gonna save scum too much if we can avoid it.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead.
Well, I guess our dialogue options for that are not really going to change. I don't know what the option would be for that middle choice, or if that would even change anything. So we got a vending machine, vendor. That's it. I think we've pretty much exhausted everything. Didn't really get any quests, which is
Inside voices.
a little bit disappointing. Apparently some goodies hidden around this place, which might be worth looking at or looking for. Go here, fast travel up, see if we can get to the geothermal area. Let's go here. We'll go talk to the deserters first. I think we'll once I get to the deserter area, we'll just kind of call it. What is this thing? So we haven't seen any of those. up toward the deserters area. So I wonder, are all these boxes? I wonder if anything like resets after a week, like it does in like the Fallout games.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
No, they didn't, because we've already found her.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder Camp. Is she all right? Zoe's family. Chiding her is our purview, not yours. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Oh, nice. We got a quest.
I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Alright, we'll go find Stefan and talk to him.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Oh, that's nice. Your companions do not block you in doorways. It's always super annoying.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
I mean, it's not like her. She seemed like she's been wanting to do that forever.
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
I fix things, yes.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this here. We'll pick up this conversation next time.